What's up, America? Y'all know who this is. Dropping it. The word of the black man's life. We often wondered, what is it? During the time of slavery, black men were killed for little to nothing. Check through the history of old slave records. We were killed for cows, chickens, watermelons, cotton, and pigs. These things to the white slave owner were worthy of lynching any black man over. Emmett Till was murdered for doing nothing but whistling or talking to a white woman. Many of these killers was never brought to justice. They often took pictures and celebrated at these massive events. Everything was jovial while attending the killing of a no-good nigger, as they would say. This hasn't changed other than the fact that they no longer have to kill us as they did previously. We now take up arms against each other in almost every urban area throughout this country. The equality in dealing with the perpetrators of these crimes is virtually non-existing. September 7, 1996, Tupac Amaru Shakur was murdered after attending a title fight between Mike Tyson and Bruce Seldon in Las Vegas, Nevada. Mrs. Shakur was only 25 years old at the time. Tupac, a major movie and recording star, was extremely popular and garnered major fanfare. At the time of his death, Tupac was involved in an East Coast-West Coast feud that involved Death Row and Bad Boy Records. No one has been arrested or charged in his murder. March 9, 1997, the notorious B.I.G. born Christopher Wallace of Brooklyn, New York, is gunned down after attending a party hosted by B.I.G magazine in Los Angeles, California. Mr. Wallace was also 25 years old. Biggie, as he was commonly known, had obtained huge success after dropping his classic album Ready to Die, and single-handedly put East Coast hip-hop back on the map. The album would eventually go 4 times platinum and spawn many successful singles. To this date, nobody has been arrested or charged in his death. February 15, 1999, Lamont Big L. Coleman is murdered just blocks from his home in Harlem, New York. Big L, a member of the legendary Diggin' in the Crates crew, was slated to sign a major deal with Rockefeller Records prior to his murder. He's best known for his underground classic Ebonics. There's still no suspects in his homicide. October 20, 2002, Jam Master Jay born Jason Mizell is killed inside of his studio in Queens, New York. Mr. Mizell, an icon as a member of the rap supergroup Run DMC, Jay, the hugely popular DJ, started off his career in 1983 before eventually establishing his own successful JMJ label. Nobody has been apprehended in his murder. November 26, 2003, James Tapp Jr., also known as Soldier Slim, is gunned down right in front of his mother's home in the 8th Ward section of New Orleans located downtown. Mr. Tapp gained notoriety as an artist signed to Master P's No Limit Records. He recorded a single with Juvenile titled Slow Motion that eventually made it to #1 on the charts. New Orleans' best kept secret, Soldier Slim is a legend gaining the admiration of many up-and-coming rappers in New Orleans. June 11, 2007, 24-year-old Raekwon Stack Bundles Elliott is gunned down while entering his Far Rockaway, New York apartment building. Stack Bundles, a popular MC on the mixtape circuit and a member of the wildly popular Dipset crew, had just started arriving and achieving notoriety. The suspect in his murder was ironically murdered himself on the same day he was laid to rest. The one thing we should all be alarmed at is how little progress has been made on these murders even though each of these victims were very high profile. Numerous unfounded rumors have been passed along over the years concerning the perpetrators of each of these crimes. Yet the police in each of these cases have failed to make an arrest or even identify any suspects. Even in the Stack Bundles murder, the killer was never really identified. In the Soldier Slim case, an arrest was made, yet no charges were filed. This is another case of the powers that be here in the United States demonstrating their lack of regards for the life of black men. We in the black community has accepted these practices. We should be consistently petitioning these law enforcement agencies for answers. All these cases should be looked into by new investigators and given the proper resources to conduct proper investigations. Let's not allow this to go unnoticed. And on that note, I teach and I don't preach. Peace.